So I'm going to take you guys back to about January of 2013. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want you guys to know where I came from. Some of you guys know, but I have a lot of new friends, and I thought it was just time to sit down and tell you about me, where I come from, why it is I do what I do, and how I got here. So actually, let's flash back to October of 2012. It was my 25th birthday, and I was at the heaviest I'd ever been, which was 203 pounds. I was not happy with myself, and I had a big party with lots of friends, and it was amazing, except one thing. I put on my strapless little dress, and I didn't feel as cute or as comfy as I thought I should. I didn't really think much about it, though. I had a good time. And then came the new year, and I had really had that image of me kind of stuck in my head. And I had some points where I wasn't able to do things physically, like go up and down the stairs or things like that. Really winded me, really made me see stars. Even tying my shoes sometimes was hard. So came the new year, 2013, I was really just fed up with where I was. And I had never really been a fit person. I'd never completed sports in high school. I always played, but I always quit because it was hard. I didn't like the physical activity. I'm the girl that got a D in gym class simply because the gym teacher didn't want to see me the next year. She was like, please go, don't come back. So to say I came from a sporty background is a lie. I didn't, but truthfully, I'd always wanted to. I really enjoyed the idea of yoga. I really enjoyed the idea of sports, and I really wanted to tap into that in a way. So I pulled out my insanity. And like I said, I'm 200 pounds. I started at a place that there was no starting place for me. Like the fit test almost killed me. I literally vomited the first time I did it. But I knew that where I wasn't going to give me the happy, comfy, cozy feeling inside that I wanted. And where I was fast food 2 times a day. We ate a lot of boxed processed foods like Hamburger Helper, cream of mushroom soup, things like that are really processed and really not the best thing for you. And it was like 80 to 90% of our diet consisted of that stuff. Now, I never really came from a healthy cooking home. Sorry, Mom, love you. But my mom's from the South. My parents are both from the South. Everything is fried. Everything is greased, buttered up. So really, what I did know how to cook wasn't the best. So I started at ground zero, literally. And I started with insanity first. I started with my exercise first. I just got the spark there and I started to move. About 2 to 3 weeks into it, I realized that I wasn't able to push through in the workouts like I really thought. I'm like, man, I really am into this a couple weeks in. Why aren't I getting better at this? Why isn't it getting easier? And there's 2 parts to that. One is you'll always push yourself more, but me, I really felt there was something lacking. And I started reading articles, and on Insanity, Shanti talks about nutrition and fueling your body. And I was in an accountability group with my own Beachbody coach, Brian and Brandy, and they were talking about nutrition. And I was like, I think if I'm giving my tank less than premium fuel, I can't expect premium performance. And things like serious exercise are athletic events. You have to think of yourself like an athlete and feed yourself like an athlete. Athletes don't diet. They don't starve themselves. And that's what I was like, I need to be fueling my body like an athlete. No wonder I can't perform these athletic things that I'm asking my body to do. So I really started to clean up my diet. First and foremost for me was just cutting out a lot of the processed stuff. I just got rid of the boxed, if I couldn't name it. And I know there's a lot of things that are okay to eat that you can't necessarily pronounce, but for the most part, I got rid of a lot of the processed stuff, a lot of the boxed foods. And we tried to stop eating out and started eating at home more. So we may have still had pizza, but we were making it at home. We were putting veggies on it, fresh veggies. We were eating a salad with it, things like that. We didn't do a real hardcore turnaround until about a year into it. And then we went like super clean for a long time. I'll get to that. So I changed my nutrition around, and I still kind of fumbled through insanity because it's really hard. Even now it's really hard. But, and then T25 came out, and I was about 20 pounds down at that time, but I really found insanity just too hard. It was really hard to jump. It was really hard to find an hour to do a workout, and in came T25. And at that time, Shakeology had a new flavor out. And so I tried the new flavor and T25, and I signed up as a coach. Why did I sign up as a coach? Well, first off, I felt like I needed the accountability. I needed the giant group of support that came with that, because when you sign up as a coach, you get access to a lot of different people, and those people are super motivated, and it's just encouraging and inspiring to be surrounded by a bunch of people doing fitness and doing like really goal setting and really going for things in life. So it's super motivating. So I needed that accountability. The other was, I felt like this was something that was given to me, that was laid on my heart to do for others. I have always had kind of a helper tattooed across my forehead. Like, people love to talk to me for advice, and I love to help people. I really do. It's just something that my parents really instilled in me from day one. So this for me felt like something I could help others do. It is crazy the things that exercise can unlock in your life. And that's what I wanted to do for others. I wanted them to feel what I was feeling. I went from feeling hopeless to feeling depressed and like feeling just like my life didn't matter, to having a purpose, to feeling inspired, to waking up every day and feeling like I have a purpose and there's a reason I'm here. And so for me, that was something that I wanted to share. Now, obviously, I had all the same like fears that almost everybody does, and that's, who's going to listen to me? Who wants to hear about my story? And it is amazing, the people out there that are waiting to hear what you have to say. And so I just went with it. I just decided to open up. I got really vulnerable right away. That's kind of how I've always been. I love being raw and real, and I love sharing the good, the bad, and the ugly. And because all of it makes up who I am. I can't have me without the good, the bad, and the ugly that's got me here. So with that came a lot of trials and tribulations, I guess you could say. I went through, even as a coach, even in the public eye, I went up and down. I fell off the wagon. I fell off the wagon, but I never, ever stopped. I might have quit for a week. Sometimes it might have been a couple of weeks, but I always knew that I was going back, because when I did it, when I finally flipped the switch and was like, I'm going to do this, it wasn't for a vacation. It wasn't to fit into something. It wasn't to lose a certain amount of pounds. It was to create and build a healthy lifestyle. So for me, I always felt like even if I had a bad week, I could always pick back up and get right back in. And actually, I found easier to get back up and get back in, because my body was like craving the nutrition that it was used to getting, and it was craving the activity when I didn't work out, and things just changed. I really felt like working out was a release for me, and a lot of things happened in my life where I dealt with some anger management for a while. After becoming a coach, after being on my fitness journey, things popped up, and I realized a lot of what I was not dealing with by eating all the time and binging was then coming out. I didn't have that vice anymore. So then it was coming out in anger, and it was coming out in different ways like that, where I was just not a very nice person for a while. And I decided to go to therapy. But I would have never had the confidence to acknowledge those demons. And I don't even want to call them demons, just acknowledge those traumas in my life and deal with them in therapy had I not started with the confidence in working out and believing in myself and doing it. And that attitude is everything. When you approach your workouts or your nutrition plan or just life in general with a I'm gonna figure this out attitude and I'm not quitting until I am successful, you will go far. You don't have a choice to go far because you're not quitting. And that's just kind of what I did. I stepped in, I was like, I'm not quitting. I'm gonna do this. And fast forward, I had lost down to about 55 to 60 pounds at home doing different programs like Insanity. I did PiYo, I did T25, P90X3, the 21 Day Fix, the 21 Day Fix Extreme, just different programs that were at home. I didn't have the confidence to step into a gym at that time. I had a really bad experience with a gym right out of high school, and it left me in the bathroom crying after a trainer said something to me, and I was like, I'll never go back to a gym, ever. So I still had a little bit of that going on. Well, a friend of mine at the time was going to get certified in PiYo, and she was like, you should come too. And I was down. I begged my husband. He decided that it was a good idea. We went for it, and I loved it. It was so amazing. Shout out to my girl Ashley for being the most amazing master trainer. And when I came back, somebody asked if I was going to teach classes, and I was like, I don't have any plans to teach classes. I just wanted to get certified to see if I could do it. And unless the universe has a different plan for me, I don't have a plan to teach any classes. Maybe a free class here and there. And then I got contacted by the local gym. Shout out to my girl Anna. She messaged me and just asked me if I would be interested in teaching PiYo at the gym. And I was floored. I was ecstatic, and I took the opportunity, nervous as hell. I had never been in an exercise class at that point. I had never done anything like that, and I just jumped. I was like, dude, the universe brought this to me, so what can I do? I'm not going to turn it down. So I took it, and my first class, I taught to all instructors, and they're wonderful women. They were so encouraging, but it was scary, but I did it. And I made it, and my class is amazing. I, from there, decided that personal training was something that I really wanted to get into. I really felt like fitness and motivating people and just helping others achieve kind of what I've done was kind of my calling. So I went with the National Academy of Sports Medicine and got my personal training certification. And I started training at the gym that I taught classes at. And it's been an amazing experience to get to work one-on-one at the gym with people and reignite their passion for life, because that's essentially what happens when you tap into yourself and believe in yourself and set goals for yourself physically. They cross over into other parts of your life. And it is awesome to feel that personally, and now to get to help others feel that too. And I am so grateful to be where I am. There's no way that I would be where I am if it were not for stepping out, taking a chance, and being open to the opportunities that came to me. I just opened myself and said, here I am. Build me, make me, take me, break me, whatever, but here I am. And life's been awesome. It's really been awesome to turn myself around and not only physically lose 60 pounds and keep it off going on 3 years now, but I've helped my husband change his life. We have totally changed our daughter's life, which is, watch me get all teary-eyed. That's the reason we both do this every day. And to inspire my friends and family, to inspire total strangers to take control of their life and be confident and go for their biggest, boldest dreams. And that is what this is about. I hope that you take this new year, 2016, and don't let it be another year where you set goals in January and reset them the next January. Make moves. Let me help you. If I can't help you, we will find somebody that can, but make moves, set goals, and crush them, guys. Life is so amazing when you take chances and dream big.